welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Vanguard for Doom 2 in the Ultra Violence difficulty, played through GlBoom Plus. We are doing all levels with a pistol start, and this is Map 5, Forgotten Village. Let's begin. Alright, so at the start we get a generous amount of health, armor, and even ammo. But also, we're going to go over to this spot after killing some enemies to make an opening to grab the rocket launcher. We'll use it a little bit to pepper some enemies and get them out of the way. There's a lot of enemies here, but the good news is it's rather easy to avoid most of their attacks. Even if there are lots of them, it's still very easy to dodge their attacks. Over here are some remnants who we'll get rid of. Might run out of rockets, but that's fine, because I'm going to grab this real quick either way. But more importantly, we're going to go into here and grab the BFG 9000. Right here, we're just going to kill the Archviles that think they're hot shit, but they're not. In addition, we'll also grab all the cells right here. We'll use the plasma to get rid of these hit scanners. And we'll take a little trip back here to get rid of more enemies with the rocket launcher. And then some over here. Grab this real quick, and now we'll take a trip back here. Grab the armor. Alright, so one enemy we want to get rid of is this Archvile out in the open. And another one we can get rid of is this fellow. This fine lady. And that's most of the major threats out of the way. So most of this level is kind of like cleanup. So let's make like a mop and clean up. There's plenty of projectile tossing enemies around, but as usual you can always focus fire on the hit scanners if there are any of those around. And of course, certain projectile tossing enemies can take the other priority, like the Mancubus and the Remnants, due to their more erratic firing styles. The ones that aren't just toss a fireball directly at you. You know the drill. Alright, I'm gonna grab that armor, even though I wasn't completely done with the last one, just because I want to. I'm gonna grab the supercharge here as well, and continue on cleaning up the rest of this mess. I might break out the super shotgun for the Mancubi here, because there are a few of them out in this spot. And there's one up here too, which I will meet right now. And I guess I have no choice but to grab the shells, but whatever. Like I said, Vanguard is very generous with its shotgun ammo, isn't it? Whatever. Also generous with enemies in this map. Speaking of enemies, our good friend here is also present. We'll dispose of that good friend immediately. I'll grab the supercharge just because, and also, you know what? We'll go for the partial invisibility, even though it's a power down. It's still fun to use. It's also kind of useful in this part because of the chain gunners. In case you need some more armor, there's plenty right there. And if you need more health, there's some right here too, but also an energy cell pack. How nice. So I'm going to use the plasma gun to get rid of these guys and then switch to the BFG to get rid of these guys. Why? I don't know. I guess I still want to use cells. We'll overkill these two just for the heck of it though. But when we grab the red key, these guys come out. They're pretty spooky, but if you still have the partial invisibility, they aren't too much of a threat. But you might notice a lost soul in there. I wonder if that was there all along. I haven't checked the stats of this level, but I know that most of the enemies are dead now. Except for one thing we forgot to do up here. Oh yes, we need to do a sick run right here. And when we do that, some spooky skeletons will start chasing you. So let's use the chain gun to stunlock some of them if possible. Even if we don't get that going, it's fine because we can just circle strafe the win. Easy peasy. Even with the seekers chasing you, you can still just circle strafe around them. Now having them in this little, like, gazebo looking thing, whatever. Not ideal. But it appears that there's one more enemy left, so let's go hunt him down, and we should be done with this map. Sometimes strays like to wander around in areas they usually don't find themselves in, but you never know. Need more rockets, there's some right there. Also armor. Last enemy was a chain gunner, that's fine by me. We got all the keys. Let's press this button, and now we're in here. But whenever we move forward, like the arrow says, we die, but there was a Romero head, which means the level is over. And with that, we are done with the Forgotten Village. And yeah, it's kind of like a light slaughter map due to the high number of enemies in a short, like small environment. And they're all crowded, but you have plenty of opportunities to get weapons, plenty of opportunities to get ammo, plenty of opportunities to get health. I mean, they give you a supercharge, I believe, right at the start, right? Or, yeah, they give you a supercharge at the start. And armor, too. So, the start isn't that hard, and neither is this level. It just makes you feel powerful nonetheless, due to how easy it is to kill all these hordes of enemies. But you can still get bamboozled quite easily if you don't dispose of certain enemies at the right times. I know there's that archvile that's out in the open that can easily ruin your day by resurrecting enemies and zapping you because there's not too much cover to hide in, so that's why you want to grab the BFG and get rid of him whenever you get the chance. But I'd say we are done with this level, and with that we are kind of done with the first quote-unquote episode of Vanguard. There's no intermission text here as far as I'm aware of, so unfortunately I won't be able to read that for you, but we can say we are done with this episode because Vanguard's pretty short. It's only like 13 real maps anyway. But enough of that, we're done with this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we go into map 6, but until then, toodaloo.